I cannot get enough of your perspective. Please tell me more. I love to hear you as you speak. It's how this person feels about you. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. I am Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. So someone here really enjoys listening to you. And for some reason, I feel like this person is usually not that interested. There's something about people enjoying to talk about themselves, but not about real life. I don't know. That's just what I got. They'd rather talk about real life, real issues, real situations, okay? Things that make them think. This person is a thinker. So in however you communicate, you create these moments where this person feels like they want to dive deeper into topics that you bring up, is what I'm getting here. They really like that about you because you make them think about things that they may not have considered before. This individual feels as though because of the way that you share information and the way that you think, your perspective, they feel that it's valuable because you bring them thoughts that they don't usually consider because it's just not on their mind. And I feel like this person is very intelligent. So they like to think about aspects of life that they usually don't. Just because their mind is on whatever it is that they focus on the most, they could be like a busy person to where they're always, honed in on what, I heard what feeds them. That I guess that means basically whatever they're into that that brings them their income, their revenue, however you want to label that. They have a real focus on it. So they're so tuned in and focused on that they don't have much time to think that much, is what I'm getting. So when they communicate with you, you open the doors of their subconscious mind, I just heard, just by giving them this passageway that otherwise would not be present because they don't have another person in their life that does this for them in such a way. So they're very grateful for you, it feels like, okay? Even if you're someone who has a platform and you express yourself in such a way to where you just share your thoughts, you have had this impact on many people. And so you have many people that show you gratitude and they appreciate you for helping them to explore their own mind, okay? And their own thoughts and perspective. I just heard you make people feel more confident in sharing their perspective or you make more people confident in sharing your perspective. In sharing their perspective. I don't know why that was just flipping in my mind as I was speaking. But let me try it again so I don't mess up. You make people analyze their own perspective more and feel more free to express themselves, regardless of if they might be wrong. There's something here about not saying that you promote someone to be wrong. It's more so that you promote individuals to express themselves and get feedback from people, something like that. Like just feeling open to explore. It's really exploratory energy is what I'm feeling. It's not necessarily about being right here in this space. It's like, say for instance, your conversation brings up a thought in a person's mind that makes them ask a question out loud, and then they want to go do research on it. That's the type of energy that I'm getting. So the idea that pops up in their head, it doesn't have to be right in that moment, but it just sparks interest. A lot of people have lost that. A lot of people don't really know what their true interest is because they're too busy following trends. They're definitely not a trendsetter. That's what it is. I'm getting that you're a trendsetter. Okay. You set trends. Okay. You set the trends. So this is why this person is intrigued by you, because you're free with your communication and your perspective. A lot of people are also nervous of sharing their perspective because they don't want to look or sound incompetent. However, there are some people, and I feel like those who feel that way, those are the ones who actually do know, they do have an understanding. Let me put it like that. The ones who are more careful with what they say, they do have an understanding because they don't want to mislead people or cause any confusion. But the ones, it seems, you see how there's a flip here too. Some individuals have a lot to say that would assist a lot of people if they heard such wisdom. However, they don't want to speak. And those are the ones who don't want to get on camera. They don't want to even be a part of social media because it's toxic, and they don't want to have anything to do with it. However, the ones that really don't know, those are the ones that are quicker to communicate, which is wild. Yeah, that's wild when you think about it. Okay, so this particular person, they would not mind expressing to you how you bring them to this space of thought that they really appreciate, because it sets something free inside of them that was locked up. And I think it has a lot to do with their creative flow. Okay, because you help them think outside of the box more than they did before, to allow them not to be so rigid. This might have been someone who is more rigid. Okay, but now they're more open-minded. Okay, so yeah, this is why this person appreciates you. And together, communicating with this person, you will grow together with this person. And whatever it is, whatever the two of you decide to do together, there's growth here. So this is a very healthy relationship. So this is how they think about you. So if you deem this energy as suitable to walk with you on your spiritual journey, drop it down in the comments below. I declare this is an aspect of my future love. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe, especially if this message does resonate with you. To book a healthy conversation, you can visit www.milkhoneyrose.org. Also, you can join the membership here on YouTube to access additional content. Thanks for listening. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next one.